Hey everybody, Chris Flanagan out here at the 2014 Cleveland Auto Show. It is a jam-packed night once again here. Just 1,000 cars out here and just tons and tons of people. Tonight, we're going to talk about, very fitting for me, I guess. I've got 3 young kids, family cars. I think many of you can relate to me with young kids hauling them around. At times, I think we feel like taxi cabs. But let me... our taxi for the night, the man who's going to show us around, Lou Antonio. He is the president. He puts it all together of the Cleveland Auto Show. Lou, great seeing you.
How are you? Yeah, I do put it together, but with a heck of a lot of help. So, yeah, we're going to talk about family cars. You have 3 kids, I have 3 children. It's near and dear because, yes, we are usually taxi cabs. We're moving a lot of people, we're moving bodies, we're moving a lot of equipment. So
yeah. Good. And anybody who comes out here this week for the remainder of the auto show through Sunday, there's a lot to offer here for family cars.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, the majority of the vehicles that are being looked at today are, there's some SUVs, there's CUVs, crossover vehicles, there's minivans still. I mean, it's, there are a lot of family ordered, and I would say at least a third to half of the cars are in that category if you're real general.
So Lou, let's start here. We're in Chevrolet. This is the Equinox. Pretty sharp-looking car. It's been real popular over the years. Talk about this one in particular.
This would be categorized as a little bit of a crossover, but a smaller side SUV. You have room for at least 5 adults in the car and some space in the back for some equipment. You always have stuff to carry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's if either they're in sports, it doesn't matter if it's their backpacks, they always have stuff. And there's places to put it in this car. This has been very, very popular. On the smaller side, fuel efficient, and certainly, starting at $25,000, it's a good intro,
Right.
Good price.
Sir, what do you think? How do you like it? You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
You looking for this type of car?
Yeah. That's it. Thanks.
Good deal. All right. The Equinox. So one of the popular ones here. It is a little bit smaller, huh?
It is, but you know what? Again, people are looking for that, that size. If you want to move up from something like an Equinox, for some reason not open, but that's all right. If you're looking for something a little bit larger, you can move to a Traverse.
Okay.
Traverse is again 7 passengers. It does have a 3rd row. It does have a little bit of room in the back behind, to put in something. This is right where you're getting on the cusp of a large SUV. Before you get into, let's say for Chevrolet, a Tahoe or a Suburban. This is just underneath those. Again, it has the car, still has a little bit of a feel as a car, but also is large enough to carry a lot of people, a lot of equipment.
And what are we looking at roughly price-wise for
this is going to get in the above the 30s and can go all the way up into the upper 40s. Again, there's a lot of technology, a lot of safety features into these, and again, it all depends on what you're looking for. But again, now we're moving from small SUV, medium-sized SUV, and then ultimately we're going to move in. Actually, you see this 2015 Suburban. This is brand new. It's about to hit the dealerships. Probably the smaller version, which is the Tahoe. The shorter version is already at the dealerships now. General Motors has not produced the long wheelbases yet, which is the Suburban. For GMC, it's the Yukon XL. And this is just a beautiful vehicle. Totally redesigned. It's been a number of years. This is it. When you're talking about you can carry 8 people and a lot of stuff.
8 people, okay.
Yes. Now this version's set up or configured for 7. You have a lot of room in the back. I actually own a Suburban. I've been waiting for a couple of years till the new one comes out. I have a bench seat in the back. That gives you the ability to have 3, 3, and 2, which is a total of 8.
And the seats up front, they're so comfortable. I've ridden these. This one too, the leather seat. You can't beat the comfort for a big size car like this.
No. Again, you're riding high. This is about light years from the current version I have. I have a 2012. This version here, the seats are just 10 times better. I've sat in it. I haven't driven it yet, so I'm certainly waiting for it. I think it's supposed to hit early April for myself.
And Lou, minivans 10 years ago, certainly 15, 20 years ago, minivans are so popular. But I think nowadays it seems like people are tending to go towards the big SUVs like this.
The SUVs are very, very popular. Again, there's some safety value to it. People are comfortable in them. It's not men, it's not women, it's everything. Actually, it probably leans towards women, because of the size and everything that they're running around doing.
Right.
But my wife, she has a Toyota Sequoia. I have a Suburban. Again, we have 3 kids.
Right.
We're running around. We have a lot of things to do, a lot of people to move. If you got a friend, you got to have room for them too.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, if you're like me, that 3rd row is imperative.
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
kids.
We're going to move over towards the Chrysler side. Getting back to your question about minivans.
They're still in the minivan business.
Yeah, and they're still in the minivan business. Honda's still in the minivan business. Toyota, and hopefully I'm not missing anybody, but there are a few. They've mastered the minivan, business. I mean, I think Chrysler came out with it a long time ago, early '80s, and continue to produce them. But their popularity is a little bit waning right now. And you know what? And I can understand some of the moms are saying, or some of the dads are saying, I'm not driving a minivan. We can get around the corner here. You're actually looking at the ride and drive for a Ram right now.
So this you can come out. You have professional drivers.
Yes.
Driving you around?
Yes. Yeah, you actually sit into the vehicle, give them some registration information, actually go into the vehicle, see how the Ram is going to do off-road. Yep. You can also see how the Jeep products are going to do off-road. But we're walking over here right now, and what we're going to hit is probably the market leader in minivans today, family vehicles. This is the Dodge minivan. Again, they have packed these things full of different options, the ability to fold the seats flat, stow and go. That's what they call these, where the actual seats can be folded into the floor. You're seeing an example on the other side. That seat's gone. Where is it? It's in the floor.
So so this is actually in the floor over there. The seat
is actually in the floor right now.
No kidding.
And it's just, again, if you want to create a lot of space and just have two people, you got to move a lot of equipment. You can do it. Well, otherwise, you have the ability to seat 7.
So this has been a big seller, hasn't it? I mean, this Chrysler minivan's been around a long time.
The Dodge version. Yeah, it's a Dodge minivan. Chrysler does have a version of it over there, a little bit different as far as what you're looking for. I think Dodge is a little bit sportier. Chrysler's a little bit more luxury when you're talking about the minivan business. But you know what? They're certainly they started it and they're continuing to do it.
Yeah, good deal.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Dodge, and then we got the Durango here, right?
Durango again. This is a larger than a small SUV, mid-size, like maybe the Enclave with Buick, a little bit like the Traverse. Yeah. This is a really nice vehicle, redesigned the past couple of years ago, about 2 years ago, and certainly is something. It's a showstopper.
Lou, if people are coming around looking at these different vehicles, they have an opportunity to go outside and test drive a lot of these, don't they?
Oh yeah, I mean Chrysler, for example, if you look all the way around the building, we have Volkswagen, Mazda, Chrysler with all their brands, Toyota, all of General Motors' brands, Subaru, Hyundai, and Kia all are offering outdoor ride drives. That's 9 ride drives. That's 14 brands represented that you can actually go out and drive the vehicles, take them for a test drive. So you're seeing them inside, going outside, taking them for a ride, and then ultimately getting back to the dealership and purchasing them.
Yeah, good deal. Not bad.
Where
are we heading over here?
Well, where we're heading, we're kind of backing up a little bit, but we're moving into some of the Ford display and the Lincoln display. You're going to see some of the family vehicles that they have. We're moving out of Chrysler. Chrysler's pretty large, as you can see. It's taken us a few minutes to get through it. There's a couple of more minivans up front on that side, on the family side. You certainly, you don't want to discount sedans. Right. The family can certainly, fit. You can fit 5. It's the same style. It's just with the trunk, and it's a little bit lower to the ground. But one of the elements that we have here is, say, for example, the Lincoln. This is, the ability to have, a sedan where you have seats for 5, trunk, a little different configuration, all-wheel drive. This is a beautiful vehicle. Yeah, but the one that I wanted you to see is this brand new Lincoln MKC. Again, SUV, crossover vehicle. This one has not hit the grounds yet, but it is coming soon. And this is a beautiful vehicle. Unfortunately, we can't get really close to it. It will seat 5. Again, crossover, the ability to put some things in the back.
Lou, talk about the boom of crossovers in the last few years. I mean, you see them just about everywhere.
Yeah, you do. Again, it's one of those things where somebody doesn't really want a full-size truck. They don't want a truck ride. They want a crossover vehicle. It's a car. It's a truck. It's an SUV, all put in one. I think it really honestly leans towards the ride of a vehicle, the feel of a car, but it has the ability to carry a lot of people, bodies, and equipment.
Lou, this one, you know what it's going for? we know
You know
yet?
what? I don't think the pricing is out on
It's
that
not?
one yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that one hasn't been released. Now, again, talking a little bit about luxury, we get into the Navigator. This is the long wheelbase. You got a Navigator L. This vehicle, you know, $68,000.
Wow.
But on the flip side, it's gonna hold quite a few people. Beautiful design inside.
Yeah.
And coincidentally, this is actually a 7-person. It's also got the TVs and the headrests. You'll see in the second row. The other thing is the interesting part is you have this current version that we're looking at in red, and you have the brand new version that's coming out right now. It's a brand new Lincoln Navigator, totally redesigned, and that will be coming out this year as a 15 as well.
It's pretty sharp.
Yeah, that one's pretty neat. They're both pretty neat.
That is
the
awesome.
issue is that we can't get into that one, but it's certainly something to look at.
Yeah, nice. Hey, you just pointed out the kids, the monitors for the kids. Are all the SUV or all the family cars like that now?
Yeah,
Is that pretty standard?
It's standard in, I think, the crossovers and the SUVs. It's not as readily popular in the sedans. I mean, because it's pretty, they're somewhat tight sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, but we talked about a little bit like the Enclave and the Traverse and these vehicles here, the Suburbans and things like that. It's not standard. It's an option. You're gonna pay for it, but they're readily available right from the factory.
Right. Excellent.
Now what we're doing now is we're moving into the Ford display. They really have a nice selection of crossover vehicles. Everything from an Escape has been a very, very popular vehicle here. Again, 5-passenger, got some ability to put some equipment in the back, hatchbacks. They have a Ford Flex.
Yep.
They also have the Ford Explorer. Explorer used to be off the charts huge. They redesigned it. It is really, really a nice car. We're getting into some of those vehicles now, which
I just went out a few weeks ago and took a test drive in a Ford Explorer. I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, it is a beautiful, beautiful ride.
It's a beautiful ride. It's everything's centered around the driver. I mean, it's really roomy for somebody that's, you know, and the majority of the driving is obviously being done by the driver. Right. Everything is centered around them. You have the ability to put 7. It is a 3-row, you know, passenger vehicle. You know, and again, there's some safety in there. They're all-wheel drive, infotainment systems, you know, all the navigation, all the goodies if you want them, and they've been running really well.
Is this a sport model?
Yeah, this is sport model.
Yeah, it is.
Look,
Yeah.
You see a little bit of the matching wheels and the larger wheels on this one.
Yeah.
You have I think it's an LX, you know, here, and then you move into some of the others here, and this is actually. We talked about a little bit about the Navigator. This is going to be the new Expedition, which is the larger SUV beyond the Explorer, and something pretty unique, which Ford still is running with. We're going to find it. I know it's right around the corner from this Expedition. Is the Flex. You know, it's an acquired taste, but it is a nice car. It's low to the ground. It's really not an SUV. What you're looking at right now is the 2015 Expedition. But we're going to move into, we've got some Explorers here, we've got the Escape, and then lastly we're going to run into the Flex, which is a unique vehicle in that, you know, it has a number of different seats. I think it's a 7-passenger, but it really, really, really focuses or leans towards the car side.
What's the biggest seller Ford-wise here in Northeast Ohio when it comes to the family cars like these?
Well, here's what I got to tell you. Anything with an EcoBoost engine that has a connection to the engine plant is a big seller.
Is it?
And it's across, not only in northern Ohio, but across the U.S. Those 6 cylinders that are going into the F-150s right now, they're turbocharged. They have just as much power as a V8, but a 6-cylinder type of fuel economy. It is a winner for Ford and for our market up here.
Let me. We've got some people checking out the Flex here. Let's see what they have to say about this. What do you guys? What do you think? You like it?
I like it. Yes, I do.
Yeah? Are you in the market for a new car?
Not right now, no.
What do you like about this?
I like the fact that you can actually fit in the 3rd row.
Yeah.
I could ride back there. It's not luxurious, but it's definitely got ample room.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then got a gentleman back here. You got enough room back here? What do you think of it?
There's tons of room back here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually, you could fit 7 people in here comfortably.
Yeah. Not bad. I mean, 7 adults too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, 7 adults.
So you're looking for you're in the market for a new
My
car?
mom's looking for a new car, so.
Yeah. Good.
Yep.
Good deal. This is pretty cool. Where are you from?
Canton.
Canton. All right.
Yep.
Good job. Good luck with your search for Mom.
All right, thanks.
Looking good. All right. Good stuff there. Flex, sharp car.
Okay, so, I mean, we're back a little bit. We've talked about Ford. We talked about some of the domestics. I think we would be remiss if we didn't talk a little bit, and they're a little ways away, but I think if we can get to Toyota, I think we need to get to some of the the import brands.
Yep.
You got the Sienna, which is a nice minivan, works out very, very well. I think they got an all-wheel drive version of that van, which bodes well for Northern Ohio. Honda Odyssey, again, a solid minivan, something that people have really come attached to. We'll get there eventually. We just got to get through all the
up that way.
Yeah, we got to go. We got to cut through a little bit. We'll move a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
But
Tell me, as we're making our way up there, Lou. I mean, it's another wildly successful year so far here at the auto show.
yeah, I mean, we've done very well. You know, we had a great opening weekend. We've had a lot of different activities going on throughout the days, and we've got some more things coming for this weekend. The ride and drives are running strong. The indoor ride and drives are going well. It's a great time to come inside out from the cold.
Right.
You can't beat it in here. 70 degrees, a nice time, and a lot of things to look at.
Can't go wrong. And this really kicks off the selling season, doesn't it, for the dealers here in Northern Ohio?
It does. I mean, we have something we call pent-up demand. Well, we got a lot of pent-up demand because people want to be out of their houses. Not only that, people do need to replace their cars. The average vehicle these days is over 11 years old. Has moved, that needle has moved almost a year to a year and a half in the past 2 or 3 years as far as the average age of a vehicle. That means that the vehicles are going to have to be replaced. Now, the weather has been stifling some of that. You know, it takes a little bit of time to actually find the vehicles that you're looking for, but I can tell you this does start the spring selling season. We're at the beginning of March. We have additional incentives for the auto show, and it just launches us right into the selling time.
So here we are. This is the Toyota section of the show.
This is the Toyota section of the show. You do have some family vehicles in there. They're hybrids. I mean, they are known for releasing one of the first as far as the Prius family is concerned. They got 5 versions of the Prius. This is the 5-door hatchback vehicle. Again, you're looking for fuel economy, you're looking for technology, but you also have the ability to carry a lot of people and a lot of equipment. Moving closer into the areas where we have some of the larger vehicles, you have the Highlander. You also have, this is a limited.
It's a Highlander.
It is the Highlander. This will seat 6, similar to the Flex, more of an SUV feel for this vehicle. But again, smaller versions of SUVs put together very, very well, and just a nice all-around vehicle. A lot of them are 4-wheel drive. A lot of them have the ability to get some pretty good gas mileage.
What do you think? You like it?
Ask her. She's the one looking at it.
Oh, she's looking. All right. We'll get.
There we go.
All right. How do you like it? No, you're good. You're good. How do you like it?
I do like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
Space. I like the bucket seats in the middle.
Yeah. Good.
I have a child, so it's a little 2-year-old girl, so it's easy.
Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. All right. Not bad. What's your name? Where are you from?
Danielle from Parma.
All right. Good job. Enjoy and good luck with your search. Yeah, you bet. All right. Good stuff. Yeah, we jumped on you.
Yeah, she wasn't paying attention. She wasn't ready for us, but that's okay.
But that's what they do out here. I mean, you come in, jump in the cars, get a feel of it, then maybe go out and take it for a spin outside.
Take it for a spin. There's a lot of professionals here that will talk to you about, specifics about the vehicle, fuel economy, costs, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of people to help you. I mean, the vehicle you were just looking at is the Highlander, all new redesign, beautiful car. I'd say that's closer to either a mid or a larger SUV. Toyota certainly has a lineup of large SUVs. When you get into the 4Runner, and then you get into the Sequoia and some of the other ones, but they can carry a lot of people, just like the larger domestic vehicles.
I want to ask you, you just touched upon it, how there's a lot of people out here helping. They're not salesmen necessarily, because if you've never been out here to the auto show before and you're thinking, oh, you know what, I'm in the market for a car, but I don't want to be pestered by salesmen, you won't be. You cannot buy it off the floor.
Yeah, you can't buy a vehicle off the floor. That's prohibited by Ohio law. You do need to do it at a dealership. But that's not the point of the show.
Right.
The point of the show is to come out in a relaxed atmosphere and look around, and there's no pressure to buy. It's really to compare, to ask questions, and ultimately you're going to know when you walk out of here what we're looking to purchase.
Yeah. Good deal. So
I think we're heading into the Honda area.
the Honda, okay. Honda's of course another big one.
Passing through Mazda. They do have some crossover vehicles. They've done a nice job. Honda really, again, Odyssey. Okay, the Odyssey really was one of the early adopters of the minivan era. You've got the Pilot,
Yeah.
and then you got the CRV. Now the CRV is in that small SUV category. Certainly, something that you can fit 5. You can fit a little bit of equipment. It's in that area of a type of, and we saw a couple of Chevrolets, a couple of vehicles were that size. You move up to the Pilot, larger vehicle, 3 rows. Again, some more equipment, more bodies, larger vehicle, but you also have the minivan too. And the Odyssey is a beautiful example of, bringing everything together, which is Honda quality, fit and finish, but also in a van that's going to last you a long time and be able to protect your family.
Because you don't see a lot of other manufacturers making as many vans anymore, do you? I mean,
no.
Honda still kind of has the market.
Well, I think Dodge, the Chrysler Group, they have a market. Honda has it. Toyota has it. I think we haven't talked much about Nissan. They don't have a minivan, but they do have the full range of SUVs. But this is a beautiful 2014 Pilot, 5-door hatchback. You got yourself 3 rows. You got enough for the back. If you want a different style, a little less SUV, you want to move over to the Odyssey. And pretty good fuel economy. About $44,000 too.
Yeah.
This is loaded up,
Right.
leather. You see you got your bucket seats in the front, 2nd row buckets, and then also a bench seat in the back.
So they really, they think of everything for the family and for the kids as well. They have to.
They have to. You got a center console in the back. You got electric doors that are going to close. If mom or dad's driving this thing and dad's got the hockey bag, everything on the remote's going to either open each one of the side sliding doors or the back hatch. You got a nice, quite large, screen. And that's high def. That's a 16:9 screen.
A lot different from how we did road trips when we were kids, huh?
Road trips with, there's conversion vans, which actually we have some conversion vans back there, and had a roof that, I'm surprised it didn't get ripped off like National Lampoon's Vacation, and it had a tube television in it. And I never, again, that was rare for us to have. But again, these things are really, really advanced.
Yeah, these are really sharp. I mean, they're practical and comfortable, and this is what you need for a big family, I guess. So you get a lot of people out here looking at the family vehicles, not just minivans, but all the different family vehicles.
No, it ranges everything from a sedan, all the way down, and when you're talking about a family vehicle, it's beyond just the two, the passenger and the driver. You're looking for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how many people that you can carry in some of these vehicles, and you always, and this, with 3 kids. I have 3 daughters. It's either a friend, or it's 2 friends. We're 5. I can almost take 3 friends. I can't take 3 friends plus a lot of stuff. If it's either skiing or if it's an activity or if it's their backpacks, they always have a lot of stuff to carry and to move around, and that's what they're about.
Yeah, good.
How about you? You got something that'll fit all 5 of you?
I do. My wife has an SUV. I have a station wagon, which actually works well, but it's kind of tight because I don't have the 3rd row.
Mm-hmm.
My wife does in her SUV. So it's with the dog and the kids
the
and
animals too,
and just the stuff. Just going to the store. That's all right. You really want to talk about family vehicles? Well, maybe not.
Yeah, exactly.
No, let's go off course here for a minute. Man.
You gotta
All right,
push the Panamera.
if mom or dad's been driving the minivan around for a while, This is the ultimate tease, isn't it?
Yeah. Listen, if we always would love to move, and I've said it myself. I said, look, I'm looking forward to the days of getting back into a sedan. You know, I've been driving trucks for a number of years. You know, I'm not so sure that I'm going to be able to get into this, but I'm looking forward to it. This is a Panamera. This is a hybrid, a beautiful car. This is a sedan and a sports car wrapped in one.
I got to ask you, Lou, what does a car like this
Well,
Porsche
let's
go
take a
for?
look,
You have it
You
here?
know what? I've been off a little bit. I've been pretty good about knowing what the cars are, but how much is it? Yep, 110, 111.
A lot of OT.
Yeah, it's a lot of time is going to be spent trying to take care of that. But you know what? Again, these you know, when you get into a point where you have vehicles that run on electricity, this is a hybrid, so it's going to run dual, you know, and engines and like that. There's a lot of technology in this thing. And it's
pretty
just
cool.
beautiful.
But that's a great thing. One of the great things about the auto show, I mean, you have something for everybody. High end here, of course, you know, you got the family, you got the sedan. I mean, you name it, there's something for everyone.
SUVs, if you want to see a Rolls Royce, it's back this year at the show, $365,000. And a McLaren, you know, that's a rare vehicle, probably not even going to see it on the road, see it in the movies. Now you can see it at the auto show. Maserati, I think it's its 100th year of the Maseratis. That's the Maseratis over here. This is a 100th year anniversary in 2014. They had a big splash. They made a huge splash at the Super Bowl this year and launched the Ghibli. It's a brand new sedan. Starts at $65,000. A little bit, you know, it's expensive. Don't get me wrong, but again, that's that class of vehicle and that BMW, that Mercedes-Benz, that Audi range, that dollar amount. It's a 4-seater, 6-cylinder with great fuel economy.
We can all daydream, can't we?
We can stand here for a while, and then you can do that at least between 10. You can do it from 11 to 10 each day at the auto show.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, Lou, this has been really terrific. Thanks for taking time and
absolutely.
showing us all around here with all these family vehicles. It's really been great. The auto show runs through Sunday. What can folks expect to come out Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Well, there's a lot of things to do. There's going to be all kinds of interactive displays. We got those 2 ride and drives in here. You got the 9 ride and drives outside. I think Hyundai has got you know, a drive or a simulator. Ford's got a dual simulator. It's crazy. I mean, there's all kinds. There's a rock wall, climbing wall for the kids to do.
So bring the kids out. Bring the kids.
You need to bring the kids. The majority of the cars are open. They expect people to get in and out of the cars. I mean, it's just a fun family event.
And I was out here last Friday, and I thought the Jeep, with the setup there with the Jeep mounted, is phenomenal.
Yeah, it shows off the capability of what what a Jeep can do. They're also doing the same thing with Ram this year. This is the only show in the country they've brought both of those indoor ride and drives at the same time during the show. It's just a great opportunity.
No kidding. All right, you guys in business through Sunday. Lou,
Thanks.
appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.
All right. Come on out.